noisy gondola. We're in the Creekside gondola, which is still one of the older ones here in Whistler. And I inevitably end up taking this gondola every time I do Kybers, because you come out at the bottom of Creekside and need to get back up. So it's a cool little gondola because it's pretty small and it feels like your own personal box in the sky, to tell you the truth. And usually there's a lot of, like, I don't know, stickers and adverts, and sometimes there's graffiti, but this one actually looks pretty decent. It doesn't have too many stickers in it or anything like that. Anyway, I thought I might just you know, talk a little bit to the camera about why I love riding Whistler so much. You know, I think that it's such a diverse mountain, and there's so much terrain, and really you can make fun of any kind of condition, because if it's not good in one area, you can totally just go to a different area. And that's a good example of today, is that a whole bunch of the hill is sort of wind blown or wind affected, and lots of areas sort of can appear to be icy or really harsh, versus areas like where I ride in the trees. Generally those areas get wind loaded, and therefore they become sort of an area where a whole bunch of snow ends up sort of staying, and therefore you can oftentimes get more snow than is actually reported in the trees, because the trees just generally hold more snow. Kind of like a hairbrush, and you brush your hair and then hair gets stuck in the hairbrush. That's like the trees, but with snow. Or not really, I don't know. Anyway, it's good. It's been snowing all day, and it's starting to collect, I think. You can see some of the trees down here really don't have too much snow on them yet. Or they did have snow on them, but it sort of melted off or got blown off in the recent incredibly cold spell that we had. And now we're getting a replenishment, and there's more snow on the way, so it should be really good here in Whistler over the next few weeks. I'm looking forward to, I think it's like the 18th, 19th, 20th. They're calling for a whole bunch of snow, so it should be really good. And I'm still riding my Travis Rice Orca. Really love that board as an all-rounder. It's a great board to do everything with, and I really like it in the trees because it's so easy to maneuver with that middle rockered portion. I'm one of those people that really still enjoys the hybrid shapes. I don't mind having some rocker in between my feet. I think it makes it really versatile, and it makes it very easy to initiate a turn, especially when you're in tight areas like I often am. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to try to get one more lap through Kybers if we can, and if we don't go through Kybers, we'll end up through some different woods. You know, we'll just make whatever work. All right. Here we are on the chairlift, taking in the views and counting the snowflakes. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andreas. Here we are in the woods. It is snowing majestically. I wouldn't say it's a full powder day, but it's definitely some fresh snow in here. I'm having a great time just sort of weaseling around through some trees, making my own path, making my own adventure, and enjoying the scenery. Follow along. Well, that was crunchy. As you can see, guys, it's kind of wind affected in here. There's a lot of tree branches down from storms as of lately. There's been a lot of high winds, and so because of the high winds, the trees shed their branches. And then we've had a little bit of fresh snow on top of all of those branches, so they're kind of hard to make out. And we are here in the woods, as per usual, because I don't ride anywhere else. And today, we can see that the woods have been kind of affected by some wind. Old man's beard sitting in my snow. Anyway, there's not much new to talk about in this vlog. It's really just another day in the life video of me riding around, cruising through the trees, ducking under trees, knocking my GoPro into trees, gazing at stuff majestically. Yeah, just another day in the life. Can't complain. Can't not be feeling this, you know? Yeah, these woods, you know, you just come out here and they make you feel at peace with the world. They rejuvenate you, you know? You sit there and you're all like, man, the world is tough sometimes. The weight of the world has got me down, you know? And then you come into here and it's just like, oh, well, things are just groove-adelic. Everything feels like sunshine when you're in Kybers and you're on a snowboard. Snowboarding is just like having the best time ever. It's just like eating chocolate. you know? It's like when you're eating a bunch of chocolate and you're like, man, it's so sugary and good and sweet. And that's what snowboarding is like. As I may have mentioned earlier, you know, through the Church of Snowboardology, it's probably my current belief that snowboarding was gifted to humanity by the alien gods as, you know, a tool of enlightenment. So they sent down the snowboards for us to be enlightened so that we could go snowboarding and realize that we're all friends and that we're all one and together in the universe. And that's what these trees are teaching you too. You know, if you listen, they're saying, hey, we're trees and we get it. And you humans, you don't, you know, hence global warming and all of that. So if you were more like a tree, like in Lord of the Rings, you know, you ever seen that movie, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers? There's a bunch of trees in that movie. They talk. It's like that, except here in Whistler and on a snowboard. Anyway, moving right along, I'm going to keep going down through these trees, meandering my way, and we'll see what happens. Watch out. World, here I come. All right, keep at least one eye open as I make my way through these trees. If any of you guys have watched my videos before, you'll know that this is one of my favorite lookouts. Beautiful. Especially with some fresh snow. one-footing it down through the bottom of Khyber's. Didn't bother strapping in my back foot just because I knew I'd have to do a little bit of pushing. I don't mind one-footing it. It brings me back to my days of skateboarding as a kid. You can see how the sun's like trying to come through the clouds. But it's also snowing, which makes for a very interesting light condition. Ooh, icicles.